Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to this video about my new YouTube setup. So in specific, it's going to be about the camera. So the Sony ZV-1F, it's actually standing in front of me. These are empty boxes, but okay, you get where I'm going here.
Okay.
My new microphone, the DJI Mic Mini. Clarification, this shot is made with the audio of the camera itself, so that immediately you get also the quality of the actual camera. And also my new SmallRig tripod. Now, maybe first things first, my name is Joshua. I'm actually from Belgium, but I live in Spain, and I'm actually currently completely renovating my art studio. So if you want to follow that progress, or if you want to see me make more art, like the things that are laying behind me, these are all current projects. Make sure to click all the right buttons. You guys know what to do, but I know you guys are here for the camera. So I'm going to be going over everything bit by bit. I'm going to be talking about advantages, some disadvantages, but more also like a general review on how I set everything up, especially like how I'm working with the microphone, which I can immediately say that's something that I can immediately recommend to everyone. But if you're just getting started, you have 0 subscribers, you have 0 videos out there, but you have a smartphone with a camera, go have a look at my old videos. My best one has more than 200,000 views, and that's made with a very outdated phone, and it did very well. So if you're doubting because you didn't have gotten the right equipment yet, maybe you're just doubting because you just didn't take the first actual step of recording yourself. So just get to it, get started. And so with all that being said, let's get started on this video about that camera. Oh yeah, first things first is the advantages. Of course, this is modern day technology. It's very light, it's very small, it's very user friendly as a whole. The settings menu, it just works great. It's very smooth, very self-explanatory, and once you know where it is, it's very easy to find. And for me, I barely have to change anything. Most of it is set on auto. The only thing is the microphone setting. When I change from microphone to camera or the other way around, remember, change your settings if you're going to be working with a similar setup. The focus works really good. There's people who mention the whole thing about the data transfer, which type of memory card you should use. Well, I mean, I never take my card out of the camera. I just plug in the cable, put it in the laptop, do the data transfer while I'm doing something else. So I got myself one of these. Some would say that with the adapter it's better, some would say it's worse. I have a few of these adapters laying around. I didn't have any compatible cards, because the cards that go into cameras nowadays, they need a certain speed. So you definitely need to pay attention to things like that. It's a bit tricky to hold it and to be shooting. It doesn't feel good in the hands. You see here, like there is just a bulgy part. I really find it hard to hold it, especially because I'm using the mic. So you have the cable here. It's all really tricky to hold it. So I still have the base plate of the tripod attached to it. So now I'm kind of like filming like this. And basically, as a whole, it's an amazing piece of kit, especially the whole flip screen thing, the thing that it's so easy to look at yourself while recording. The focus is so much better than a phone. The lighting sensor is so much better than a phone. I can only say it like this: a camera is made to be a camera. For example, I use my phone for so many different things. I take a million pictures with that. All these small little clips that I use for different things, it's always a mess to look for the right videos when I've made a YouTube video. This thing only gets used for the YouTube, so it's a big time saver. And I'm not going to lose this as quickly or damage this as quickly as my phone. So yeah, something just popped into my mind while I'm like recording another video. I didn't include any slow motion or any quick motion footage into the video about the camera. And it comes with one battery, from which I find the battery life is not the biggest. I'm probably going to get a second battery. And the last thing is maybe the microphone. For example, if I would be walking away right now, you're not going to hear me in a couple of meters, but that's the same if you're going to be recording with a phone. And that's why I got the microphone. Ta-da! So in this shot, I hope you can really see how good the focus of the camera works, but I think you could also see what I was trying to show you. So this is the transmitter for the microphone. This right here is the microphone itself. It's so super easy with just a magnet. You never see anything to the t-shirt. I don't like the clip itself. The magnet is really strong and powerful. Like, this thing doesn't go anywhere. And the transmitter itself just slides on top of the camera. So yeah, this is actually also one of those clips that you can put on your clothes, but coincidentally it just slides on top of the camera. And then this cable plugs in at the top here. You turn on the transmitter, you turn on the microphone, it pairs. So yeah, that's how the camera looks like with the microphone transmitter on top, and I hope you can really tell a difference in the audio quality. Now, the biggest advantage, you cannot see it, but I'm just walking away right now. I am already a couple of feet away from the camera. I'm just walking inside my kitchen right now for no apparent reason. Okay. But normally you should still hear the same audio quality. Maybe it changes a little bit, you know, the shape of the room is changing, but the strength of the audio stays the same. So that's why I can just immediately recommend to get a microphone if you're going to be a person that's not going to be constantly in front of the camera, because otherwise it's going to be really tricky to get your audio. Yeah. And that basically covers the whole microphone for me. I don't know what you guys think of the quality compared to the actual quality of the camera. Let me know in the comments. For me, I genuinely find the quality of the DJI Mic Mini extremely well for the money. And just one thing that I forgot to mention, the battery life of the microphone is way longer than the actual battery life of the camera. And so this is our last bit of kit here. It's the SmallRig tripod. I can definitely recommend this thing. It's extremely well built. There's almost no plastic to it, which, I mean, I do pay attention to that, to be honest. This is an extremely well built tripod for its price, and definitely get one with these releases. It's so much easier to use and set up the legs when you have these quick releases, also over here. And this one specifically even comes with 2 other height adjustments. There's water levels in the base plate. And just in general, I can really recommend a very good tripod. And most of them come with a standard thread. A lot of cameras have a hole in the bottom with a standard thread in them. So let me set you guys up and just show you how you look like. So yeah, first goes in the screw of the bottom plate. And then you just set it up here. Everything nice and tight. Hand tight, not too tight. And then here, like you can tell, you know, you can just turn it around. You see this slot here, you can basically tilt it all the way down. You can tilt it all the way up. So yeah, a tripod, my goodness. I actually regret not buying a decent tripod when I was still shooting with my phone, because that seemed a better decision than just shooting with my phone and buying 3 different 10-euro tripods instead of getting one decent one. These I almost don't use. It's set to one height and that's it. These quick releases, maybe it's a bit trickier to get this on the camera, but yeah, I mean, I think you get my point with this. Okay, so the price, yeah, the camera itself was $5.99, the tripod was 67.15 cents, the microphone was 108, and then the memory card was 19.87 cents. But just a tip, have a look around your house to see if you don't have any memory cards or some of those adapters or anything laying around, because I found a bunch of them. So the total tally, yeah, 794.02 cents. Let's say around 800 bucks. So genuinely for under $1,000, you know, for the YouTube title, yeah, this is a very good setup. This is something, if you have the budget to start with this, I can definitely recommend it. If you're doubting about it and that's the thing holding you back to start, but you have a smartphone, oh, please have a look at my old videos. That's all done with very outdated phones, and yet some of those videos performed really well. So just get started. Maybe that's the advice you need. Just get started. If you haven't, take a pen and paper, write it down. Just get started. So yeah, this is the same room, believe it or not. If you go back a few clips, you'll see the difference immediately. The floor has been revealed, separate video. The wall has been restored, separate video. And of course, for you guys, this is the reward for still watching the end of this video. Again, yeah, I'm working on like 10 different videos right now, and I really hope you picked up on something. I really hope you're gonna at least like, leave a comment, or subscribe if you want to see the entire progress. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Adios, ciao, bye bye.